Hello guys. Today we are going to be hearing what children from different places in Africa have to say about the topic of access to justice. Once again, karibu sana. So we have Michelle Wanjiru, founder of A Mind of a Queen, and we also have Philippa, a child's right activist from Sierra Leone. We also have Analudo Isaac from Botswana and Al Amin Ahmed from Kenya. Before we start, I would like to I just like our panelists to introduce themselves to the people. And if you have any comment or any questions, type in the chat. I don't know if my panelists are there, but if they're there, please introduce yourselves. Let's start with Michelle Wanjiru. Seems like the two of them are not there. Let's go to you, Isaac Analudo.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Miss Una Ludo Masero Isaac, but everyone can call me Una. I am currently 16 years, but I'll be turning 17 this March, so it's my birthday month. I was the former president of the National Children's Consultative Forum in Botswana, which serves as a children's parliament. So currently, I am the African representative in Botswana in the African Union Child Participation Platform. And I'm also the member of the first ever UNICEF Child and Youth Advisory Council in my country, Botswana. And it's very nice to meet you guys. And please do forgive me if I drop off any moment. Where I am, the network is very poor. So if I keep coming in and out, so please do forgive me. Thank you.
So, what a great um, what a great chance to be one of the biggest representatives. Let's move to Al Amin Ahmed. Seems to be like he's not there. So, Unaludo, I'd like to start with you. What do you think online safety is?
Okay, so from my perspective, I believe online safety is whereby we as children are able to use these different digital platforms or networks without being harassed, without our rights being violated. So I believe online safety is whereby we are able to be free and express ourselves in a safe and conducive environment.
That's very, I think that's very brilliant of you. Yeah, according to me, I also think the same. So what do you think are some of the challenge of the things you have done or have seen being done to put children at risk when you're online?
One of the challenges that I have noticed, and it's very frequent, we know the common thing, which is cyberbullying. Usually, most of it starts as friendly chats, or you just meet someone online and it turns into something horrible. But most of the time, is actually one is being bullied or being targeted by another. But another thing that I've noticed was different pop-up ads. Whenever we as children access these digital platforms or links, there are usually these pop-up ads which show inappropriate content. So I think these pop-up ads from the different links or the websites we use can actually cause a challenge to us as children.
Um, so I think that's very good. And let me ask if is Michelle back? So let's move to the next question. What have you done about it? What have you done about like the way children are being abused on online, like cyberbullying? What have you done about it?
So for me, I haven't had a direct contact or influence with someone who has been cyberbullied, but I indirectly knew about situations where children or some it actually happened between two children who were actually at odds with each other and eventually became such a social media scandal. So what we were able to do, especially in our country, we like the theme of last year, the one about the digital platforms being safe for children. I was actually one of the keynote speakers, which was broadcasted live. So in one of our speech or our keynote address, we were addressing how it's important for us to understand the digital platforms. Just because we found it there doesn't mean it was meant for us or created to suit our specific needs. So we have to know what is right or wrong. We have to understand that there are reasons why we cannot visit or use these certain platforms, and we should know whether or not what we are using, the digital devices or the platforms we're using, benefit us in a different way. So in issues of cyberbullying, for us, we're advocating against cyberbullying. We're teaching them what is cyberbullying, how we can avoid cyberbullying, that we need to be conducive. We have to have a conducive environment that will actually help us to grow, for us to talk freely instead of being timid or being afraid or bringing any violence in between the social media platforms. Though it's actually a rising concern in our country and just in Africa in general and everywhere, since almost anyone anywhere can actually reach out to us children. So I believe it's a very we have to actually tackle this thing at a wider scale. Yes.
So that's very nice. Even in Total News, we do educate children about cyberbullying and online safety, and that's why we have Oxea and CISM. Let me move to the next question. Sometimes children might break the rules online without realizing it. What do you think is the difference between playful teasing, and online bullying and abuse? Online bullying and abuse. Uh, is is Michelle back?
I don't know if you can hear me now.
So if you're back, please introduce yourself.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Michelle Wanjiro. I am 15. I am a child advocate, a child environmental activist. I am also the founder of Mind Over Queen, which is an initiative that works with young girls around the community to educate them and sensitize them. Yeah, I think that's it.
So if I may ask you a question, we were discussing with Onaludo, and I asked her what online safety is, and she gave me brilliant answers. But according to you, what do you think online safety is?
So online safety is it's just being safe online. It's that simple. It's knowing what to do when something that doesn't make you happy comes across. It's also how you handle yourself in the online platforms, and and how to react to some of the things that are posted on the online platforms.
And what are some of the things you have done? What are some of the things you have done or have seen being done to reduce or prevent cyberbullying?
Okay, thank you for the question. I think the simplest and the most effective thing that I've done and I've seen many organizations, including Twitter News, have done is sensitize children on online safety and how to protect yourself and others in the online platform. Because I feel like once we are able to sensitize them, that's when they can be able to be safer and how to handle themselves.
That's very brilliant of you. So, I would like to ask, what have you done about it? You, as a founder of a very good organization, so what have you done about the reducing of online bullying?
Okay. As Mind of a Queen, we have been able to teach our young girls on how to handle themselves in the online platform, including what they post, how they post it, and how it will affect other people. Those are the three most important things I think we've taught our young girls in Mind of a Queen. Yeah.
So let's move to Una. If you ever need help with a problem, like if you ever need help with a problem online, what do you feel comfortable talking about talking to? Whom do you feel comfortable talking to when you have a problem online?
Okay. For me, I'm very open, or I'm not really restrained to just one person. I can talk to my mom, my parents, my friend, my classmates, the guidance and counseling teachers, just any adult or anyone who's actually willing to hear me and listen to my concern. But for other children who are actually sensitive or timid to certain situations, I feel the most comfortable person or the closest person you can trust is the one you can go to and help. Yes, who can get you help.
So that's very good of you. Like you feel if I have a problem, online, maybe someone is bullying me online, the person whom I should feel comfortable talking to should be one of the person whom I trust most. That's very good. And in fact, not good, brilliant. Yeah. So, Michelle, those that you have talked to before, have they been helpful to you? And if they have, how have they helped you? If you have talked to one.
Personally, like Una said, I don't talk to one specific person. I talk to anyone that's around there the moment that something has happened. But I mostly talk to my friends about something that has happened online, and they have helped. Some of my friends will take my phone and block that person, or will take my phone and report that person. So yeah, they helped me by being able to teach me, or rather do it for me, doing the most effective thing, which is blocking and reporting. Yeah.
So I think that's very, like, you guys are giving me very brilliant. And do you think every child knows what they're required to do in order to, like, overcome online, like, in order to stay safe online and prevent online bullying and things like that? And why?
Okay, can I take the question?
I repeat the question.
Yes, I would like to answer
So
the
the
question.
question is, do you think every child knows what they need to do if they're being online bullied on, or if they're like, if they're facing online problems? Do you think every child knows what they need to do in order to stay safe online? And if you do, please tell us why.
Okay. So let me be general and sometimes specific. I think not every child knows how to deal with issues of bullying or situations that they come across on the online platform. For example, some actually can choose to retaliate. Instead of reporting or blocking them, they actually add oil or fuel on the fires. Then there's an outbreak of different cyberbullying issues. So I don't think every child knows that, because the keenest thing or the most common thing is that when someone says something negative about you, you throw it back to them, or you try to retaliate in some way, whether it's physically or online on different online platforms. But again, if those who actually know do know how to report, they actually know when a situation is not favoring them, they just leave the platform or report it, or actually talk about it to someone else instead of retaliating. So I feel like it's a 50-50 or 60-40% that many people know and some don't.
Also, according to me, how I can say it, I think in Kenya, not many children know about these things. And besides, we also have a new system of educating children, which is the CBC. And it depends on those subjects that children choose. I think we should have big organizations like Mtoto News and other organizations be like sensitize children on online safety, because right now they don't know. Yeah, that's according to me. So do we have Philippa back? Is Philippa back?
Yes,
Seems
I
to be
am.
like
I'm
he's not.
listening to you guys.
Oh, so please introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, children. My name is PC Philippa Kaidol. I am a child activist, a member from the Children's Forum Network, which is the child leading organization in Sierra Leone. It's a great pleasure for me to be in attendance to listen and share my own opinion. Thank you.
Yeah. So I just want to ask you, what rights do you feel we should do you feel like what rights do you think we should have in online space?
I didn't get it clear. Can you please repeat?
So I'm asking, what rights do you feel we should have in the online?
So what rights we should have in the online space as children? So first of all, one of the rights which we should have as children is freedom of expression. So children should not be limited when it comes to their expression. They should express their feelings online without not being bullied by seniors or by adults. But one of the questions which we need to ask ourselves is how we are going to ensure the freedom of speech of us children when it comes to online. So one of the suggestions which I am suggesting as a child activist is for our policymakers to put on laws not only for them to make these laws, for them to implement laws that will be able to secure us the children, because most of the time we are being bullied online. Sometimes this bullying, when it happens online, it normally affects our academic performance, and normally it affects our society, our family in the society. So as children, one of the rights which is very key is for us to freely express our opinion without us not being limited. Whatever thing you feel like, you can write it, and that should not be used against you. So there should be freedom of expression for all children in the world.
Yep, indeed. You should have freedom of expression for all children in the world.
Yes.
So, what are the rights? Oh, we have already said that one. What are some of the challenges we people face? So I'm asking, what are some of the challenges you face when trying to inform children on how to find information online? Or do you understand your rights in the digital world? What are some of the challenges you face as a child when trying to find some information online or understand your rights on the digital world? This question specifically goes to Michelle.
Sorry, I didn't quite get you. Can you repeat the question?
What are some of the challenges you face as a child when trying to find the information online or understand your rights in the digital world?
Okay. I think I'll start with the first part. Some of the challenges I think personally I've encountered and other people have told me the experience is even during research purposes in school, pop-up ads that are not appropriate for us as children. Some advertisements are graphic, some advertisements can lead to maybe my device getting viruses and such stuff. Yeah, those are some of the challenges we personally I go through and other children go through.
Is Analudo still with us?
Yes, I'm here. No worry, I'm still here.
I want to ask you question number 8 again. I want you to repeat what you said. The question is, what do you feel we should have in the online space?
Okay, I don't want to say personally, but what I believe should be there in the online space is that there should be a setting whereby we can actually report immediately when we see that specific content or these pop-up ads or anything that seems like it's troubling us. Because most of the time, there are not those settings where you can say report or block. Sometimes it's rare to see that. Also, I actually wanted to add on to what Philippa had said before when she was talking about the right to expression for every child in the world. I just wanted to add that as much as we as children have rights, we have to remember that all of us have responsibilities, that we shouldn't forget about our responsibilities, especially in the digital platform. Because when we use our platforms, most of the time we see, because we are not known or we think we are not seen, we can tend to be reckless on the online platforms and go overboard. So I believe if we as children as well are being sensitized about our rights, we become sensitized about our responsibilities on the online platforms. Also, as we were talking about the challenges or what I think should be added in these digital platforms is basically how we can report and how we can actually get the feedback on that what we have already reported has been dealt with. I feel like the communication when we report and when we actually have to get a response when answer that the situation or the person has been dealt with. So I think it's also one of the things that can be looked at.
Yep, indeed. Those are some of the things that need to be looked at. And if you could help design a system, what will it look like and how will it work in Africa? But even not only in Africa, but in the world generally.
Do you mean what I had said before?
I would like to repeat the question. The question is, if you were to help design a system, or if you could help design a system to help children if you could design a system to help children get help online, what will it look like and how will it work? How will the system for online safety work for children?
Okay, so if I were given a chance to actually create the system or help out with the system, I believe firstly the system should appeal child friendly. Maybe can have a logo, a logo of a child friendly initiative, maybe the symbol of the African Union or different child friendly organizations that we can use. Also, I believe the system would be able to act like VPN or like an antivirus system that will actually immediately block the inappropriate content, especially the ones that pop up like ads. Because most of the time, the children may be just watching anime, these interesting cartoons. Some will be watching different things on the website. So usually when pop-up ads come out, they come up with different content. Usually they're from frauds. Usually they're from just people who want to make a living through using the children's platforms or money from their parents. So I think the system should be able to detect and shut down or block these contents, especially that are not child friendly. So I think the system should be able to detect that before it actually pops up on our screen. Hence, it will prevent those different challenges that we've been facing. And it should, when dealing with issues of cyberbullying, I think if the person is becoming, I don't know how to put it, but like, say if they're going overboard while communicating, it can actually suspend the account so that that person can actually get a chance to reflect and learn that this is not what they should be doing. Yeah, I think that's what I think could help.
I would like every panelist who is together with us to answer that question. So we started with it was Philippa. So I would like let me repeat the question so that you guys can hear. If you are to help design a system to help other children get help online, what will it look like and how will it work? Going to be fast. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Let me repeat the question. The question is, if you could help to design a system to help other children get help online, how will it look like? What will it be like? And
I think let me just start.
I start again.
No, I'm saying let me just start off the question.
Please do.
So for me, the system would be that I would work with majority of the online platforms that us as kids use: Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all those, YouTube, whereby when a child encounters something that is traumatizing or they're not comfortable with and they're not comfortable to share with a parent, there'll be a help center. It's like the My AI that's usually on Snapchat, but now it's usually run by a person, so that when this child feels like they are traumatized or they're scared or this type of content or this person they don't feel comfortable, this child can, or this young person can be able to go and say, I'm not comfortable about this and this and this. This person tried this. I've watched this and it's not made me comfortable. So they can be able to be told the steps of how they can either block the person or report the content, and then also some mental, try to find the name, but sort of counseling for everyone. Yeah.
Who's going next? Is everyone together with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
So Michelle has answered, and we also have Anna Ludo has answered. If Philippa is together with us, please, I would like you to repeat the question. Oh, I would like to repeat the question for you. And the question is, if you are to help those guys who are designing a system, if you're to help them design a system, how will it look like? How will it work for the children? How will the system work for online safety? Like, how will it work for other children?
Okay, so if the system is designed, how is it going to work for other children in the world? So for me, what I'm suggesting, because we are all children and we are trying to influence the decision of the policymakers, who are the politicians, our parliamentarians, our leaders in the society. So first of all, what I'm suggesting is how best they can include us when it comes to their decision making. Because in ensuring that the online space is safe for us as children, they must include us when they are making this decision. I could still recall last year in February, I represented CFM wherein I moderated a program on how best we can be able to secure the media for school-going people, for children in the world. So from there, they were able to get our opinions, and they promised us that the views and the opinions which we gave on that day, they promised to work on it. So in order for them to ensure that the online platform is safe for all children in the world, all the leaders, the politicians, whenever they're making decisions, they should involve us, because they cannot work for us without we being involved in it. So in ensuring that the media is safe, they should involve child representative when they are making their decision. And I believe we can be able to represent our colleagues in the better way. And we have a lot of suggestions, because we know how the media normally affects us. Sometimes there are some people it affects them psychologically. Sometimes it's even it also has negative impact when it comes to their school performance. So in ensuring that the media platform is safe for all children, they should include us, and thereby, while we are making the laws together, the laws should be very, very rigid, unable to change. It should serve as a sustainability to protect the children online. And these laws are going to protect us so that adults and even our age mates cannot be able to bully us when it comes to the reactions of the media platforms.
So that was very brilliant and very nice. If I would add up on it, for me, I think if I was to help design a system, if I were together with all the people, so when usually we guys want to have these TikTok apps or Snapchat or yeah, some like those apps, we usually it comes with a question. Do you allow TikTok to do this and this and this? Have you followed the rules and regulations? And yeah. So I think anyone who is posting anything which is bad should be like taking action for. Yeah, this is echoing on what Una said. Una said that we should have those guys, like anyone, even if it's a president, whoever it is, posting something wrong on internet, something which is not educative. I think the person should be arrested or given not even a warning. This is not a warning because many people have been repeating this thing. So if I could add on it, I will just say for those people designing these apps, if anyone posts a bad thing, they should be viewing and taking action for that guy. Not when you say that you have a problem, they're just like, we have blocked that person for you and stuff. So I would like us to move to the next question. This goes to Philippa. And what is AI? And is it good for children?
Okay. So now looking at AI which is artificial internet, something like that. So for me, I'm not seeing it as a bad thing, because though it has its negative impact, but yes, it has its positive impact. And we should know and understand is that as the world continues, technology advances. During our parent time, the time that they were children, there was nothing like AR. There was nothing like AR. But for us now, we have some of these platforms which are positively. Though sometimes some people misuse it. For me personally, I don't see it as a negative app, because sometimes you can use it to do your research. Sometimes you can do it to even do your assignment. So I'm not seeing it as a bad thing to us as children. The only thing is that we as children must be limited to some of the questions which we might be asking that particular app. For example, as a child, there is no way for you to ask adult questions. You should behave like a child. When you know that you are a child, you should behave like a child, and you should not behave like an adult. As the moderator said earlier, whenever you want to join Facebook, TikTok, they will ask you for your age. They will ask you for your interest. Are you interested in these videos? Are you interested in entertainment, music, cooking, and other activities? So you as an individual, it's a message for all of us as children, regardless of the fact that we are voicing and we are speaking on behalf of children, that we must be protected when it comes to the media engagement. But yes, we as children, this is our responsibility also for us to behave like children. So like sometimes it does have its own negative, but let's look at the positive impact. It normally helps us when it comes to, for us to do our assignment. It helps us also like for us to learn new things. But just that we as children, we must behave like child. You should not ask any kind of question to those apps when you know that they are going to affect you psychologically.
I also think the same. These children shouldn't ask these robots or shouldn't ask AI these questions, so they know they will affect us mentally. And
Exactly.
if anyone else, not anyone else, if please, Unaludo, if you could please add on it, like, is artificial intelligence good for children? The way Philippa has said it, according to me, before you answer, I think it's good for children, but seeing it as a not from an adult, as a child, it has a bit of a negative impact to the community. It causes a lot of losing of jobs, mostly when it comes to these people who do who are in the organizations. When it comes to these people who do research, those people now don't have work because they have the artificial intelligence, they can ask it questions. But looking at the positive impact, it makes communication easier, it makes work easier and stuff. So please, if Una, you could add on the question. The question is artificial intelligence good for children?
Okay, so as you have already said, and as Philippa has already said, I do not believe artificial intelligence is a bad thing. I actually see it as a way that it will benefit humanity. But yet again, everything that is made by man is not 100%, which means obviously it has a lot of disadvantages. As much as it has advantages on us children that we can research on, we can explore different medias, different stuff when researching on it, it actually has its own negatives. More so, I have a personal endeavor, or I'm sometimes against some technologies from advancing for reasons known to me. But I do not think it's a bad thing as long as us as children, as individuals, we do not consider it as our number one source of information, because the same information on the artificial intelligence, it's from the people, it's from humans, not like it just process everything on its own. It had been fed with information as well. But I think that it's actually a good tool to use when researching. And also the researchers or the adults who use it can actually benefit from how it reaches different people at different scales. So in conclusion, it depends how you use it. It depends whether or not you're able to use it and it benefits you. So that's how I'll say it's good. But if it doesn't benefit you, but only brings you harm, or when you use it, you don't understand it, it may not be good for everyone. So it depends who actually understands how to use it, who can benefit from it, and how we handle it. Yes.
So guys, before we continue, who wants a break? Have a 3-minute break.
Okay. But I have to drop off now. I'm sorry.
Or also, we can have the break after this question. This question directly goes to Michelle. Michelle, please tell us, do you know what AI is, and is it good for children?
So yes, AI is artificial intelligence. I do think that it benefits children because artificial intelligence creates a pathway for kids to be able to explore and to access education. It's also good for children to be able to learn more about the online platform, because the world we're going into soon is all about technology. And us as children need to learn about technology and how to use technology. So yes, I think AI is benefit to children.
So guys, how many of us want to take a break? Let's do a small activity. I have an icebreaker. The icebreaker is I think that was a very, very nice break. For me, I danced and I enjoyed the music. So, guys, I want us to read some comments on on what people are saying. Like, let me read one comment. I'm reading from Nairobi. This is Pascal Nabwana. He's saying, as a 40-year-old, I have learned so much from children online, etiquette, and how to avoid cyberbullying. I am amazed and I am surprised at the very brilliant suggestions. To borrow the words from the moderator. Keep it up, children. Yeah, that's one of the comments from Pascal Nabwana. So, guys, let's continue. So now I want to ask, these questions are going to the both of you, Michelle and Philippa. So, Unaludo left us, but it was such a nice time to have her together with us. We appreciate. So, if I may ask, who is responsible for protecting children in this digital world we're living in today?
I think I'll go first.
Yeah, please do.
Who is responsible for us as children in the digital world, right? Okay. So I feel like all of us have a responsibility for children in the digital world, starting from the developers of the online platforms, going to parents, and you as a child. You are the person who's most responsible as you go through the online platforms and everything. But I feel like everybody has a collective responsibility for children in the digital world.
What a great response. So who's going next? Let's have Philippa go next. Philippa, are you together with
Okay,
us?
so now the question which says, who is responsible? Yes. So now, who is responsible for our safety on the online platform? So for me, it's a collective responsibility. So all of us, we have a role to play in ensuring that the internet is safe for us. But most importantly, we have key people that play key roles in ensuring that the internet is safe for us. So first of all, our parents are one of the key agents that are responsible for the safetyness of the internet. For example, we cannot say like there are certain limitations to the stage that you are going to give your child phone. We know this digital, the internet is connected. You need to have phone. You need to have computer. So, for example, though it has advantage for you to give your child a phone or a computer at an early stage, but for me, like you can give your child a phone or a computer maybe around 14, 15. And also as a parent, you must serve as a guiding agent. You should, I can see because there are certain children in Sierra Leone, they are not on Facebook, they are not on TikTok. They only communicate through WhatsApp and then they use YouTube to watch videos because their parents restrict them. Not because it is negative, but because they are ensuring that their children are safe when they are using these platforms. So as children, it is important that our parents should guide us through the process. As we all know, the internet has to deal with phone or computer. So whenever we have these electronic devices like computer, like phone, our parents should be our guardians. They should protect us because they've gone through this process. And also it is their responsibility for them to monitor the videos we watch, for them to monitor our posts on Facebook and also on LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. Another agent that are responsible in ensuring that the media is safe are the policymakers. As we all know, in the state where we are living, we are into class, and one of the prestige class in society is the leaders. So these leaders, that is why we as children, we are not going to stop, but we are going to continue to advocate for our rights. So it would be nice if this government bring us, if it would be nice like they include us into their decision making. We can have a child representative in different countries whenever they are passing laws in ensuring that the internet is safe. So when these leaders are making laws, they should not neglect us. We should be included. It's a must that we must be included so that we too can share our opinions. And not only for us to make the laws, but for the laws to become for the laws to be implemented. Thereby, they should choose children who can serve as a watchdog over the laws to ensure that children are safe. And also, they should reveal the message to the citizens, because most of the time children are not aware of the fact that if you are being bullied, there are certain ministries or agencies who are responsible to protect you. So they should ensure that all these mechanisms are in place. And also, organizations are more important. That is why in the world we all live in a global village. There are certain things that connect us together. We have international organizations, for example, UNICEF. We have Child Fund, Save the Children. So, and also we have other organizations that exist within the country. It is their right and it is their responsibility for them also to ensure that the media is safe. How are they going to do it? For them to lobby with policymakers, for them to support initiatives that are connected in ensuring that the media is safe. Lastly, we as children, it is our responsibility for us to ensure that the media is safe. Come on now, it will not be nice. Our parents are monitoring us, and leaders are making policies which will be applicable to protect us. NGOs that are advocating for children's rights, they're all working unanimously in ensuring that the media is safe. Then we as children, we continue posting things that are unnecessary. We continue to allow the media, because sometimes we are the one that give our consent in order for people to bully us online. So we as children, it is our responsibility in order for us to act like children. Acting like children doesn't mean that you have limitation, but it means that there are certain things you should not do it. After 18 years, you can do it. So as I said earlier, it is a collective responsibility, which is to say our parents are key factors to ensure that the media is safe. Thereby, they should serve as a monitoring agent. The policymakers who are our leaders, they should make laws that are in favor of us in ensuring that the media is safe. And also organization, I want to say thank you to Total News for such a brilliant platform, because through these platforms, we can be able to share our opinions, and trust me, we know it better and we can deliver it better. I just hope that this platform continues, because they are purposely advocating for our rights as children. And lastly, to all children that are listening to me, it is our responsibility also for us to act like children and ensuring that the media is safe. Thank you.
What a great response. So now I want us to go to Michelle Onjiru. Michelle Onjiru, please go next.
I had already answered the question.
Oh, sorry. So let's go to the next question. So we have said the government is responsible, parents are responsible, leaders are responsible, and very many people are responsible for our well-being and our protection in the digital world. But how are these people supposed to protect us as children? Yep. Anyone can start.
So can you please repeat the question so that I can be able to answer it?
The question is, how are these people supposed to protect us? How are these organizations? We have said that the government, our parents, religious leaders, and so many people are responsible. So how are these people supposed to protect us if they are responsible for our protection in the online world? How are they supposed to protect us?
I think I should make it difficult. Okay.
I can't.
So in ensure, yes, I got it. So now the manner, how is it that the organizations, government are going to ensure that the media is safe, right? Is that not the question you asked?
It is.
Okay. So I think I had already mentioned it. So let me reinstate back my statement. So how is the NGOs, what are some of the strategies that they should put in place in ensuring that the media is safe? So like one of this is this kind of platform, panel discussion. First of all, like we need to understand what the media is all about, and we ourselves as children must learn. So it will be advising for organization, especially Total News, to continue such platforms wherein they can invite more children from different countries to give their own opinions. Because remember, all of us are facing the effects of the media, but the manner in which we are being faced might be different. For example, in my country, Sierra Leone, the manner in which like students normally bully their colleagues. Sometimes in my country, we have certain popular schools. So we have schools like Anwatch, Methodist Girls High School. So sometimes maybe you might be doing an act that is not required of a child. Sometimes they'll use that kind of picture, they'll post them online. So in ensuring that the online space is safe for us, the our government must put a laws. For example, for us in Sierra Leone, we have agencies that are responsible, who are purposely working on ensuring that the media is safe. So it would be nice like we have a memorandum of understanding. But as children, we cannot just go like that. That's why we have NGOs in our different organizations. There should be a memorandum of understanding amongst the children, the organization that are advocating for children, and also with the leaders. So we should sign a document which will serve as a guarantee for protecting our rights, because we are saying we want the media to be safe. But in order for the media to be safe, there must be laws. These laws must be effective. And how these laws are going to be effective is how best we are going to send a memorandum of understanding that anybody that goes against this law must be punished. And I'm also advising all children, if somebody is bullying, I'm sure we have agencies, ministries who normally advocate on the safety nets of the media. It would be nice we report it directly to them, and also in collaboration with the NGOs. The NGOs must be always available in order for us to express our opinions and to ensure that the perpetrators are being punished.
So that's very nice. I want us to move to the next question. The next question is, according to you, I think most of you are saying that the government is responsible, and they also the NGOs are responsible, and they do protect us in various ways. I want to ask, what makes you feel heard, respected, and what makes you feel heard and respected when you are talking to adults about problems that you have experienced online? Let me repeat the question once more. The question is, what makes you feel heard and respected when you're talking to adults on problems that you're experiencing on the internet or online?
I can answer that question. What makes me feel heard and respected? When I talk to adults about some of the challenges they face in the online platform, I think the only reason, the only way as children we feel heard and respected is when the action is taken against what we are saying. We want to feel that we've been heard when we tell you this and this happened, and we want it to be that we want the action to be like this, and the and the government or the NGO takes action. That's the only way as children will feel heard and respected.
Anyone who wants to Anyone who wants to add anything apart from what Michelle said?
Okay, in addition, in ensuring that we are being respected as children, it will be nice for those who are bullying us as children, those who are making the media not to be safe and healthy for us as children, they must
Yeah.
be punished. Yes. So they must be punished because a crime, he or she must be punished. Punishment, he or she is not going to repeat that kind of attitude. So, like, there should be laws that are effective for those people, those adults who are ensuring that the media is not safe. And also, sometimes, like, the bullying is not only being done by adults, but it is even done within ourselves. So, as children, also, because we are advocating for ourselves, we are not going to say, like, the child must be punished. No, because the child is below 18 years. So, what we are ensuring is that we can advise the child not to repeat that kind of situation. But for us to be expected, we talk, we give our opinions on certain issues in order for us to feel happy, in order for us to feel belonging. There should be laws that are effective in order for them to punish those that are ensuring that the platform is not safe for us as children.
Yeah. So I want us to move to the next question. But before we do, I want to add on something. Like, for me, I think, like, if we were to be asked what makes me feel respected and heard, one thing I just want to echo what Michelle said is when action is taken to those people who are abusing us, those people who are bullying us online. So I think any person abusing or bullying children, any child on in the internet should be taken action for. So as we finish, what message do you have to adults to about what message do you have on to adults about protecting children online?
I think the one message that I would give adults on how to protect children online is number one, to listen to the children. Listen to the child, the challenges they've gone through, help the child first. Then that's when you should be able, especially policymakers, that's when you'll be able to create a policy to be able to make sure that this child is safe.
Yeah, what does Craig say?
So I want to add, so one of the way, can I talk?
Hear you?
Moderator,
Yeah, I can hear you.
can I?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can.
Okay, so one of the way one of the some of the responsibilities of our adults in ensuring that the online space is safe for us as children is for us to spend their time with us online. For example, I want to post on Facebook. I should do it with my parents or with somebody that is experienced. So after I would have already written my statement, I should take it to my parents for them to edit some of my spellings, some of my sentences, and also for them to correct me on the pictures that I'm going to share online. Not all pictures, not all videos we should be sending them online because sometimes it might be used against us in the future. Take a lot of pictures with boys in a manner that it is not acceptable in the society. So you should be very careful of the pictures you post and what you say. Your parents must spend quality time with you, thereby editing some of the pictures you are going to post and the words. And also, one thing that can ensure that the adults can ensure that the platform is safe is for them to set ground rules. So these ground rules are meant for anybody that go against the law, which are under the law implementation. So the ground rules are there to protect us. If you do this, you are going to be punished. So if it is well known in the society that anybody that abuses the rights of a child must be punished, and the ground rules must not only be should not only come from the adults, but from the children. We the children must make these ground rules in favor of ourselves. And also, as we all know, we are now living in the world of technology. We cannot say, and I'm not advising children not to use technology, not for them to evolve into technology, neither for them not to use their phones, computer. It is important, regardless of the fact that technology has its negative impact. But yes, see, we should also seek advices on how we are going to use this technology. The government must ensure that the online platform is safe for us, because technology is being used in all of these countries. It is one of the pressing things, like the climate thing, wherein everybody wants to be involved. So thereby, they should protect us. They should make laws that should ensure that the platform are being protected. And also, we should develop a more healthy online habit. For example, as children, we should not be online all the time. Instead, we should be online according to our timetable. If you know you have to go to school from Monday to Friday, don't have time with your phone Monday to Friday. During the weekends, you can use your phone in order for you to learn positive things from the internet. So as children, we should not be too addicted to the internet. We can testify it that there are certain children every day they are online. And the more you become so much addicted to the media, the more you are more vulnerable to be bullied by adults. So thereby, as children, we should ensure a healthy online habit. And also, we should also have fun and express platforms. For example, what we are doing now, like they should create that platforms wherein people should listen to us. We can even go to the media. We can express our opinions in ensuring that the media is safe.
That was a very, very nice response. And as we finish, Michelle, what is the kind of message? What kind of message do you want to share with other kids about staying safe and being responsible on internet or online?
My message would be careful, think before you do something, and find someone to help you when you encounter maybe a challenge or bullying. That's simple.
Participants who have a question or any other comment, before we finish, I want to read for you some of the comments. I can see you guys. Let me read some of the chats. Oh, there's no chat. It's only the one that Pascal Nabwana said. So guys, as we finish, you remember I told you guys that I will play a short video for all of us. Wait, again. Let me start. I think I can't be heard. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can.
So there's no any other participant who has a question or any other comment. So guys, I want to play a short video for all of us. You will tell me what you think of the video. Thank you everyone that's joined us for today's second episode of the webinar. A recording of the webinar will be shared. Watch out for the third episode to be announced soon. Kwaheri!
Hey Mom, hey Dad. It's me, Ella. Well, a digital version of me, just a bit older. Amazing what technology can do these days, isn't it? All you need are a couple of pictures, like the ones you share on social media, where they can be taken and used by everybody. I know for you these pictures are just memories, but for others, they are data. And for me, maybe the beginning of a horrible future. A future where my identity can be stolen just like that. Where I can go to prison for things that I would never do. Imagine my credit score being destroyed, Dad. Or my voice copied to scam you, Mom.
Mom, I'm in trouble. I need you to send me money, please.
I don't want to become a meme, humiliated by everyone at school.
Kill yourself, you fucking loser.
And I certainly don't want this.
Let me repeat the question again. Guys, what do you think about the video that I've just played right now?
I think the video is very accurate about what can happen when you post too much about yourself in the internet, because the internet never forgets. Yeah.
So guys, before I leave, you remember I told you that we are going to have a special guest. Guess whom the guest is? It's Miss Jenny. So I will tell you our special guest. Oh, I have already told you the special guests. She is the CEO of Mtoto News, and yesterday we educate for turning 7 years making children visible. Welcome, Miss Jenny, and tell us about 7 years of making children visible and how children can access justice in the digital world.
Thank you so much, Evans. I'm hoping I can be audible.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Evans, for inviting me. And yes, we did turn 7 yesterday, or it's the other day. You guys ate the cake yesterday because you're in school when you were doing our party. So we are turning 7, and Mtoto News helps children to navigate the digital space. You know that. That's why we train you on digital literacy, on online safety, on how we present you platforms like this for you to be able to be able to have conversation in the digital space.
Yeah.
So we are here for you to be able to be in the digital space. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the little we had for today. And guys, bye-bye. See you next time.
Bye.